following show is paid programming and does not necessarily express the views and opinions of Urban Broadcast Media and its subsidiaries. Thank you for listening to UBM Praise.
Okay, ladies, do any of y'all want to hang with Sir Walter Jones on today?
Yeah!
We don't want you. Please don't come. No, I'm just joking. You can come along.
Hey, this is John Hanna, and you're listening to the Sir Walter Jones Show.
Let's go. Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. What's his name? Sir Walter Jones. Whose show is this? Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. Say it again. Sir Walter Jones. Who you with? Sir Walter Jones. One more again. Sir Walter Jones.
The Sir Walter Jones Show. Co-host Alvin Carter. We are a Christian talk show in where we tackle all the hot topics in a believer's walk.
Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. What's his name? Sir Walter Jones. Whose show is this? Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. Say it again. Sir Walter Jones. Who you with? Sir Walter Jones.
Wednesday.
Salve Regina. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Because you're mine, I walk the line.
When the light was gone and the lamp was died, oh stand, ba 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 I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take it easy,
ABC, that's easy. 1, 2, 3, do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. No, 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 no.
Mamma mia, mamma mia,
Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has the devil put aside for me, for me, for me. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebration, celebration. Don't stop, believe it, 'cause this is Thriller. Hey, a Thriller night. Can't touch this.
Ask me, baby, one more time. Say my name, when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you.
Running game.
Oh,
I want it
That way. Hey, I don't want to meet your daddy. Hey, I remember when I lost my mind. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh,
I kissed a girl and I liked it. Taste of her cherry chapstick.
Roma, gaga, ooh la la.
I got a feeling, ooh,
that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good, good,
baby, baby, baby,
Some nights I stay up, catching in my bed.
now you're just somebody that I call me maybe.
Hello, everybody. Sir Walter Jones Show. I am he. Man, it's Wednesday. Music Business Day. Man, this is going to be an exciting day, power-packed with a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to be talking about the music, and more music. The great composers and vocal arrangers. This is going to be the most diverse show I've ever done. Goodness. We're going all across the spectrum of music, both secular and gospel. And some rules and regulations that I'm giving myself. Number one is that we are not going to separate the gospel from the secular. Absolutely not. What we're going to do is we're going to expound on how they are so similar. There are some spectacular writers, composers, and vocal arrangers in gospel as well as secular, and they should be put together, not separate. So I'm going to put them in there. You're going to be like, okay, wow, you mixed them in there. Yeah. Some of the greatest composers are in gospel music. And if you ever hear anybody in the secular world drop names, a lot of times they drop secular names. I was saying on Facebook that I was at a Boys and Men concert, and they kept dropping the name Commission and the Winans. They said they are the ones that influenced us. I hear other secular artists who say Kim Burrell influenced us. The Clark sisters influenced us. And so we're gonna put them within the greats, all in one big melting pot. I got the great Adrian has returned from last week. How you doing, brother?
Oh, wonderful. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good. You was here last week on our piano show.
Yes.
And you really helped us out there. And I got I think Brother James Palmer will be calling in. He on the phone already? Wow. All right. I got him in there. James, you there?
I'm here.
Man, boy, this is great. Got him early today. How you doing, man? Had a good day?
I can't complain at all.
All right. I hope you're not going in no tunnel, man. I can't afford you to be going going in and out.
I'm gonna try my best to stay out of a tunnel for a long time today.
Stay out that tunnel.
I'm taking the long way home today.
Okay, good. Take the long way home. Great. We've got some stuff that we also want to play. That stuff from people you've never heard of, and some people you have heard of. My notes just got screwed up. They're gone pretty much. I mean, I got notes, but I've had them numbered, and they're not coming up on my iPad. And that's the thing about y'all going all digital and Apple, because I bit to Apple a couple years ago, and stuff didn't transfer over from my iMac at home to my iPad. So I'm going to have to really guess on this, and this is an important show for me. So Brittany's going to have to kind of produce this show or co-produce it with me, because so we're going to have to figure this out. So the opening you heard was from Pentatonix. If those of you never heard of them, it's called The Evolution of Music. And if you notice that they went from the 11th century. You heard some stuff from the Egyptians. They were something like that. And then they went from the 11th century all the way to today. I think it was one of the most spectacular renditions of doing an overture of time, a time lapse, I guess we can call it that. But
someone else does that. Great Jazz does a big spectrum from the drums right into a whole lot of music. I'm trying to think of his name right off the top of it. You talked about him when we were doing the last week.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Hawkins? Was it a secular?
It's a secular artist. Duke Ellington.
Oh, Duke
Ellington.
Sure.
Exactly the same thing. And he has it's actually on YouTube, and he does a big symposium of his music.
Of his music.
And one of his songs that I know of that's in there, he wrote the not the lyrics, but he wrote the music for Come Sunday.
Come Sunday. Yeah.
And then he broke it off from out of that.
Absolutely.
To create that.
Yeah. Well, you way ahead of me.
I'm sorry.
Way ahead
sorry
of me.
about that.
I'm prepared, Doc.
Yeah.
I am so prepared. Now that was we're gonna start off with overtures since you mentioned overtures. Okay, Brittany, you got another A. You got A there, right? Letter A.
I'll get it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, get that in 2 seconds, and tell me who that artist is, because again, I'm hoping it might be Edwin Hawkins, because Edwin Hawkins did something with the Oakland Symphony Orchestra. Okay, 1980, I believe it is, and he did an overture of the songs that he was getting ready to do that night. Because I think Richard Smallwood also did it on one of his projects where the orchestra played a lot of his hits. Okay, it was just a great way of introducing you to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Featuring
Oakland. Yeah. Let's play that. Let's play A. This is Edwin Hawkins, 1980. He's the one that kind of really woke us up to orchestra music. Because what we're going to do here is we're going to demonstrate all of the greats that's in my list as far as the great composers. Jim is one of them, and you will hear the influence of classical music on possibly 90% of these songs. Wow. The greats are influenced by classical music. Okay,
Sir Walter, I have a problem.
A didn't play.
Yes, it says 000.
Okay.
So there's no sound.
Okay, well I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a computer. Can you reload it from my disk?
Yes.
Okay, just try reloading from this. But what's B?
B is Brian McKnight.
Okay, let's go to Brian McKnight. Please don't say 000.
It doesn't say 0.
Okay, right. All right, now here's Brian McKnight. Now, Jim, listen very closely and tell me, see if you can interpret what he's trying to relay in this music here, okay? Wasn't that fantastic?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And that was Brian McKnight, dude. Brian McKnight. This was on the project. What was the name of that project? It'll come to me. I think it's still the one. It might be still one. No, Superhero. Y'all, go to YouTube. It's a Superhero project. What was he doing there, Jim?
What do most guys do when they? It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But for me, he's showing that the classical instrumental can be fused. If you listen to the vocals on that, first of all, it was all unison from what I could tell.
Yep.
but it was contemporary vocal unison.
Yes. Yeah.
The sound of it was contemporary, so he was fusing the classical instrumental sound, orchestra sound, with a very contemporary unison vocal sound, showing that the two of them, two styles and two time periods, can go hand in hand.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
You don't have to run away from. You don't have to keep the classical instrumental with the classical vocal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Do contemporary instrumental and classical vocal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's what he's showing.
Yeah.
Let's show that both of the time periods can work together.
Wow, that's good. Both of the time periods can work together. Britt, did that come up?
I imported it again. It still didn't.
Okay.
It still says 00.
That's fine. That's fine. We may have to do that when we do maybe Evan Harkin's project. But that was A. B. We'll play B, right? Mm-hmm. What's C?
C is overture and season.
Okay, overture and season. Okay, let's see what artist is this. I don't know if I put the names on there. Oh, okay. Now stop that. Now this right here, this is the great Jim Palmer. Yes, okay. The guy that I'm talking to on the phone right now. All right. Now Jim is an unusual character because you can hear the influence of the artists that he listened to down all the way back to 60s, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, artists that we've never heard of. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we're gonna play some of this stuff tonight. But Jim, I'm just giving you a sample of just this overture he does on his keyboard. This is not an orchestra, a live orchestra. He does this on his. Well, you using the XP80? He was using his keyboard to give this orchestra sound. Okay, let's play a little bit of that, Brett. And he does this montage. It's called Overture and Season. Hark the Herald, I saw three ships. Do you hear what I hear? Oh, come, little drummer boy. The little drummer boy, that's just amazing stuff here. He does We Three Kings. Okay, this is track one. This is from 2002 project that he released called That Special Day. Just great stuff. Okay, now he teams up with Amira. What's her name? Amira, okay. Amiris, right. And what letter is this, Brett? This is C. What we playing right now? Okay, let's go to D. And I think this one actually is this might be come unto me. Let's see what this is here. Okay. Now it's a 2 CD. This one here is called I'm Redeemed. All right.
Right, and that's the group.
This is the group here. Okay, turn it up.
All ye that labor, and I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Come unto me.
That's the great Jim Palmer. I mean, when I met him, I says, "Who are you? Are you human? And how is this possible?" You know, and he runs like us, round from church to church, Church of God in Christ. I see him at district meetings, state meetings. You never knew that this was in him. Yes. He sang in the tenor section like everybody else at the church. Okay, but then on the side, he's a monster. Yeah.
That's hot.
Oh, it's crazy. Okay, now Brittany, go to E, and I think this is That Special Day. Okay, now listen to this.
Time of year has come when family and friends, loved ones and kin gather close together to celebrate in love our Savior's birth throughout the earth. Oh, what gifts we'll give.
It's crazy.
On that special day. On that day. But it was God who gave the greatest gift of all. For on that special day, Christ Jesus he did give, yes, on that
The bass, man. That bass. That's just ridiculous. And that's Jim Palmer and that's Amiris. There's two of them.
Really?
Yes. The two of them.
Wow.
And Paul Rogers, he's like, y'all hear that bass?
Yeah.
And that was Amiris on the bass.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Oh, it was crazy.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah. But now Jim, my name is on this CD.
Sure is.
Yeah, because I forgot all about this. It's Jabria Ratliff, my niece. You got Leah Sullivan, your wife, Deronda. Shout out, by the way, his beautiful wife. And let's see, Lasagna Haynes, Clay, Sherry Boyd, okay, and we're doing this last one called Here. I don't have it on file, but yeah, I forgot. When I heard it, I said, wait a minute, why does it sound familiar? Because, well, we were messing around, and there it was. And he just called us at the last minute. He said, y'all come here.
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it something? Man, Jim, I'm always speechless when it comes to you because you're just so humble, and you don't fly an airplane and throw down signs with your name on it. None of that stuff. But yet, out comes this, and you were the one that brought Daryl Coley to town, and had me to MC, and Janet Hare Sutton, I believe it was.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that Jim is an unsung hero. I really do, and that's why I needed to have him on this show today because who else could do such a show on composers and vocal arrangers than someone who, gosh, could arrange vocals like that by himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so into himself. Get it? Get it? Man, I'm just honored. I'm just honored to have you. So, Brittany, that was E? Was that E? Okay, do I have a D there?
We played D.
Which one was D? C, D. Okay, is that F?
No, there's no.
Okay, so we're going to number one, right?
Yes.
All right, all right, now, number one. Okay, now who's number one other than me?
Handel Messiah.
Okay, now here's Handel's Messiah. I think 1 and 2 will go together. All right.
Yes.
Here's Handel's Messiah. Just a sample of it. All right. Y'all remember how y'all used to sing like that in church? I mean, not in chorus,
Yes.
high school. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now go to number 2 and see what that Mervyn Warren and
That was stupid.
That was
That
crazy.
was stupid.
That was crazy.
But you know what he did?
What?
People don't realize.
What?
He did the original. He didn't change keys.
Right.
or anything.
Yes.
He kept it in the original keys, if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead, play that, Brett.
He simplified it when you listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you got Tremaine on the lead.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
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 He simplified it, believe it or not.
Yes.
But the format is still the same.
Yes.
Ladies and then the gentlemen echo the ladies.
And he made it us. I love that piano.
Oh my God, yes. I love that piano. I try to mock it when I play it.
I love her.
It's rhythm.
Her crisp, clear, straight voice. She's not adding a lot of, I guess as musicians say, jewelry onto her voice with all the runs and stuff, and it's straight.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of Tremaine.
Yeah.
Her voice has enough quality that it does the work by itself.
Yeah, that's good. Britt, number 3. And if you can, call out the artist.
Alrighty then, I can't tell because it just says Dr.
Okay, let's see what 3 is.
Let's see, surprise.
Yeah, because my notes are gone, man. I have to go back. Okay. Now y'all tell me who this is.
It could be. That don't sound like Fellowship.
No, that ain't Fellowship.
No, that ain't Fellowship. That's Institution.
No, that's the great Matty Mouse Clock.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right.
a remake.
Detroit. Yeah. No, that's the original. Well, it is the remake of the original, but it's still the same artist. Yeah, same artist. Oh yeah, see, Matty Mouse Clark, y'all, the first African American actually to sell a gold record. Yeah,
in
first
gospel.
one. In gospel.
Okay.
In gospel. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mahalia sold gold album.
She was the first to sell gold in the gospel.
We gonna challenge that.
You can challenge.
I might have to look that up,
man,
because you know everything Kojic with you. All things Kojic.
All things Kojic.
And you ain't even saved.
Did you hear that, James? James, you hear that, man?
Tied himself.
You heard it?
Mahalia might have done it.
Say it again. No. It says, and I've heard this. I know this for years that actually Matty was the first gold, and then Mahalia, after her, became a million record seller.
How?
And it became platinum. Yep.
That don't even make sense.
I know it don't, but it's
chronologically it don't make sense.
No, you go to the Library of Congress right now and you'll see it. She is the first gold.
Okay. Congress of Kojic.
LLC. Yeah.
LLC.
Yeah. That's Matty Mouse Climate. Let's go to number 4. Let's see if we can recognize this great, well-known artist here. Well, may not be well known to y'all, but I think this is the Reverend Charles Nix and the St. James Adult Choir. No. We're still with Matty Mouse. This is Let Everything That Have Breath. Okay, and you'll hear Twinkie. That's her on the organ, pretty much.
Yep, that's it.
But James, you still hear the classical influence.
Yep.
We can't get away from it.
Yes.
Why would you want to?
Why would you? I mean, you come on now. That's straight.
Right there.
Yeah, man. I mean, that says something. It says something. I'm gonna find out what that says soon. Break. Go to the next one. Reverend Charles Nix. Have you heard of Charles Nix, Jim?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Charles Nix, St. James. This one here is All My Help Comes From the Lord. I know y'all thought, what's the name? I thought y'all thought that maybe Clay Evans might have did it, but
no.
But this is Charles Nix, a legend of our time.
His granddaughter works at a school. I used to work at a school. I used to work at.
Really? You hear that organ hopping? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how Alvin play on Sundays at around 11 o'clock.
Not every Sunday, every fifth Sunday. Every fifth Sunday. Not every Sunday, but every fifth Sunday.
Yes, sir.
That's when the Sanctuary Choir sang, and I'm going to give it to them just like they like it. Them old ladies are nice.
Yeah. Let's go to number 6, Brett. Let's see what this is here. Hate that I ain't got my nose. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this one right here is The Sound of Music. Have you ever watched that show, James?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now this is the prelude. This is from what's her name? No. I'm looking for Rittman. Her name is Rittman.
Okay.
All right. She died at a late age of 95, I think it was. All right. And Rittman, see if I can find her bio here, because she was an amazing choral director. Let's see here. Yeah, Trudy. That's her name. Trudy Rittman. Just a perfect intro. Now that's a prelude. Yeah, and we talked about this last week, that we call it prosody. How the music and the lyrics, they're married to each other. Just a perfect arrangement. Yeah. So of course you go to the next one, Britt. Number 7, I think it's this here. It's a very familiar one that I bet you James warmed up his choir with, and you probably did too as well, Adrian.
Start at the very beginning.
Everybody did this one.
A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. The first 3 notes just happen to be Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Oh, let's see if I can make it easier. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun.
Can't go wrong with sound. And you could, every song on this soundtrack was a hit.
Yes.
You know,
My Favorite Things was one
My
of my
Favorite Things. That was your favorite?
Yes.
I think what's it called? Edelweiss.
Oh, and then Ford.
Yeah.
Climb Every Mountain is another one of my favorites.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Brick goes to number 8.
I think with this song right there, Walter.
Yes, sir.
What she did, the arranger did, the orchestrator did, was made the music appeal to the ear of the child.
Of the child. Yeah.
If you listen to it, it's very simplistic, but it's very go a dear. It's very, the music and the
lyrics,
the vocal and the lyrics are very simplistic that a child could easily remember. Mommy, Daddy, play that song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It gets embedded in the child about the simplicity of music.
So that pretty much, when they selected this young lady and whoever else was part of the writing team, you know, you sit down, and that's why you got to know your craft. You sit down and figure out all the details of the project, and you figure out your audience. I tell ministers of music and music directors all the time who minister at churches, look at your audience. before you select your song.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yes.
You can't have 15 to 25 years old in that audience and you do an entire set of hymns.
No,
it's not going to work.
And you can't have 80 or 90 year olds and you do all praise and worship.
You can't do it. No, can't do it.
Yes.
In fact, you must, in order to minister to them, you must know what appeals to them. Even with your sermon.
Yes.
Even with your sermon.
Even with the appealing, you've got to be able to make sure that, because 9 times out of 10, your congregation, depending on how old it is a mixture. You've got to be able to introduce. You've got to be able to introduce to your congregation.
Yes.
The new, the old, the
yes.
contemporary. You have to be able to do that. But more importantly, not only the style of music, but, and I say this all the time, you better know what type of horses you have to pull the wagon.
Yes. Yes.
If you do not have the horses to do Kirk Franklin's Hosanna, don't hitch up the wagon.
Don't do it.
Amen.
No. Oh, my God.
Amen. What's the address? I'm going to send you an offering.
Send it to me first, and then I'll make sure he get it. I promise.
As the scripture said, horse and buggy thrown into the sea.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, because you can frustrate your choir.
Yeah. That's right.
Frustrate your musicians.
Right.
And in the end, the pastor's going to be frustrated because his congregation is not being engaged.
Yes. And they coming to him talking about it.
Yeah.
And they come, Pastor, what is this? What's the choir doing? The musicians and the choir, the choir members. Wow. Pastor, why are we singing this? We can't sing this. We know we can't sing it.
Right.
Why is he or she forcing this on us to do?
Right.
So you should push your choirs.
Yeah.
Always push your choirs, but don't push them into frustration.
Yes. Wow, that's good stuff. See, I can't pay for that.
Choirs can be stubborn too.
Yeah, they can.
Yes,
very much so.
They either won't sing or won't show up.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You got to push them. You got to stretch them. I agree, but
yeah. Let's go to 8, Britt. I think it's 8. Now, this is the song that good Fred Sanford, good old man, made famous to y'all.
The Ink Spots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I Didn't Care, 1939. Written by Jack Lawrence on Decca Records. He put that hand up there and just shake it. There it is. And y'all can just see what Alvin is doing. If I didn't care. And every song that the Ink Spots did, all of it started off the same way.
Yeah.
Every single one. Good singing there. Britt, let's go to the next one, number 9. We're going to another dimension in time.
The singer like, and would I be sure?
Yeah.
This is love. You cannot end it without that line.
I know. I got to move on, man. I got a 900.
Tell on the way.
I got 900 songs. Okay. What is this, y'all?
Boo, balloon, balloon, balloon.
This is the great Jimmy Webb, y'all. Written by Jimmy Webb and became a major hit by the Fifth Dimension.
Yep.
He was a bad boy.
Jim was an amazing boy. Y'all know the great Melvin McCool and
Billy Davis Jr.
Billy Davis, yeah. They're part of this group here.
You know who the best singer was in that group?
Who was that?
Ron Townsend.
Really? Oh, really?
Listen to the Fifth Dimension CD individually and collectively. He did a song called Band of Gold.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Good stuff, huh? Wow. Britt, let's go to number 10. Since we in this vein, let's see what these people going to do. Y'all should know already when you hear that little flute.
Carpenter.
Come on, y'all good.
We've only just begun.
I heard that before. Huh? It sounds the same.
Sure.
In number 9.
Yeah. But you listen to how the vocals come in, and I don't know. Now, Jim, I don't know if this is her and her brother doing all of the vocals, or if they've had a group. Yeah, I think it's 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just the 2 of them. But listen to this.
And he just stopped when she died.
You hear that? It's crazy. Just crazy. I cried when she died. Man.
Me too.
Oh my God. She was
as
like,
much as I like my brother Hathaway, Donny Hathaway.
Sure.
I still enjoy her doing the song. A song from my heart. What is it?
Okay.
A song for you. A song for you. Oh my God. You got to hear the arrangement.
Really? Yeah.
You got to hear the Carpenters do that.
Okay. Britt, we're going to number 11, I think it is. Now this here,
Richard Carpenter is an amazing orchestrator.
No, you're talking about the brother, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Their Christmas CD, he has an overture on that. Is
Ooh, yes.
simply unbelievable.
Oh yeah. And Karen plays a mean drums. I don't know if y'all
does.
seen it. Yeah. You go on YouTube and he's still playing the drums. Yeah, go to 11, Britt. Now this is Duke Ellington and the great Mahalia Jackson.
Come Sunday.
I told you I had it. That's what I told you. I said you're way ahead of me.
You tell me this didn't sell a million albums.
This after the fact. But this is not attributed to Mahalia. It's attributed to Duke though.
Yes.
Now GCI used to play this every Sunday morning right here in Chicago.
Yep.
Played the whole 20 minutes. I mean, it's long. The first recording.
What's the name of this song?
Huh?
What's the name of
Come
this song?
Sunday. Come Sunday. Yeah. Now there's two renditions of it.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of riled Duke for this project. 1958. She did it as an a cappella tune. Okay, and then this version is part 4 of a project called Black, Brown, and Beige.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. This was it. Mm-hmm.
Symposium of music that this song is a clip of all that. Yeah.
Marvin Gaye did something like this with the What's Going On project, where he did some a cappella.
Okay.
He redid a couple of songs, and he kept putting them on the same project, but he did just him, and then he did just background and just these concept projects that came out during the 60s and 70s. Stevie Wonder did it with Secret Life of Plants and maybe Songs in the Key of Life.
Yes.
Absolutely. And these concepts were just wonderful for us who were just nerds. But they were trying to get you to look into their minds, their imagination.
Yes.
So let's go to 12, Brett.
I'm sure you all knew that Duke Ellington did 2 sacred masses.
Did 2 sacred masses.
Duke Ellington wrote 2 sacred masses. I was fortunate enough at Hampton to perform with the Duke Ellington Orchestra to perform one of those.
Oh wow, good Lord! And you still alive? I'd have fainted right there. And they had the Cold Blue. I couldn't do it.
Adrian, did you? No, that was Andrew who did it at the concert. We did Come Sunday.
I have done that.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah, thanks, Paul Rogers. Christopher Cross, yes, the song called Sailing.
God, yes.
That Sailing song was my number 1 from him. That is oh my God, that's a great song. Great song. So number 12. Now, this is the great Al Jarreau. Now, he's back with the Handel's Messiah Soulful Celebration team. But look what they do to Why Do the Nations.
Oh.
Straight big band.
Isn't it?
So furiously rage together. Why do the people imagine a vain thing? Why do the nations rage?
It's great.
Why do they rage so furiously together? Why do the people imagine a vain thing? Why do they imagine a vain thing? Imagine a vain thing.
That's the crazy. I'm telling you, boy, Al Jarreau's stupid. Okay. All right, let's go to number 13.
What Mervyn Warren did on that,
yes.
I still don't think Mervyn has gotten the credit.
He doesn't get the credit he deserves.
Maybe the most premier arranger orchestration of his generation.
I agree with that. I totally agree.
What he did with that, the different style that he was able to forge together to put that thing together. And people give Quincy Jones all the credit for the Hallelujah Chorus. That was all Mervyn.
That was Mervyn. I agree. I totally agree.
All Mervyn. When Quincy, I said, no,
that's
Mervyn Warren.
Yes. His work is impeccable. Not just that one. There's 2 or 3 others that we all know his work. We just didn't know it was him. Okay. I think Preacher's Wife is one of them.
Sister Act 2.
Absolutely. And
Take 6.
Right. And Richard Smallwood. I'm gonna play it.
Layla Hathaway.
Layla, yes.
Layla, that's right. Let's go to 13. I think it's 13, Britt. Yeah. What's going on here? Now, I think this is George Frederick Handel. Now, this is Behold the Lamb of God. Okay? Very familiar tune, especially from my Caucasian listeners, from the Messiah by the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Just that much. You heard that? Okay, now stop. Go to 14, and you'll see what that Mervyn and the crew did. Again. Look, he kept the same thing. It's almost like he sampled it note for note. But in walked the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this project
I got this CD.
I know you do. You're going to pull it out again, watch, after this show. The horn comes in. Man.
So my iPod, I'm looking
yes,
find it.
And I think the ingenious thing that they did on this project was they took all of the popular artists of that time and they recreated Handel's Messiah music to that artist. So this would be what a Yellow Jacket would do at any given day. Okay?
Well, that's what Mervyn got those artists to do it and arrange it.
Yeah, sure did.
Mervyn didn't do all the arranging for everything.
Right.
Take Six's thing they did with Stevie Wonder. Richard Smallwood.
That's
he
right.
did his.
Fred Hammond was on there too.
Fred Hammond did his.
Take Six. That's right.
Those individuals.
Well, he'd have lost his mind trying to do all those arrangements. You know,
Yeah.
it's smart to macro manage versus micro manage.
Yeah, I agree.
Delegation.
Yeah. Britt, let's go to 15. Let's see who this is here. Okay. Oh, James, this is Henry Mancini. Okay. I think one of the greatest prolific orchestra arrangers of our time. This is Days of Wine and Roses. Okay. A movie you guys got to check it out. Now listen to the vocals on this. It's just so soothing to me. Turn it up, Britt. Y'all know nothing about this.
Grown folk.
They grown folk music, Doc.
It's old folks music.
I totally agree. Y'all just can't rap like this no more. James
It's a
is
challenge.
It is a challenge.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try one.
Musicianship.
Yes, sir.
Because the chords are there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now go to 16, Brett. This is Manhattan Transfer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Manhattan Transfer. Y'all don't know about that. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square.
Berkeley Square.
You know something about that, right, Jim?
Yes, sir.
The night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square.
That's right, Paul Rogers. Breakfast at Tiffany. He know. Let's see. Let's go to 6. What about? What are we? 16? 17? Ooh, Brittany moving. 17. Watch what happens here. James, you know who this is?
Lambert, Ross, and Hendricks.
Yep, Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross. 1959. Song called Cloudburst. Yes, sir. That's a great one, man. Jim, what was you doing in 1959?
I was 5 years old.
See, I knew he was around. I knew he was around. Britt, let's go to 18. He's scatting. Wait, keep it up. Keep it going. Keep it going. Listen to him. I can't even talk like this, and he's scatting.
Oh my God! You can understand everything he's saying.
Yes. And Twist and them thought they was new to something.
Yeah. This is skill.
It's real skill. Because there's tonality, not just rhythm.
Yes.
Love you, baby. I can't do it.
That's crazy.
Almost like a yodel talking.
Yes. Oh, that's crazy. I'm telling you. Come on, Britt. Let's go to 19. See what you got here. Oh, sorry. 18 would be nice.
You know, he didn't finish school.
I didn't. Yeah, I went to Oral High School. I didn't. Okay. Lady Smith, Black Mambazo. Woo! This is the Paul Simon's Graceland project, the African tour. Hello, my baby.
Wow.
Great.
Nice.
You know how spiritual this sounds?
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nothing spiritual about what they saying.
No, like kiss me, hello, baby.
Yeah.
And you have to see how they dance.
Yeah.
That's the whole bit.
And that's
the
what's
dance.
amazing, how they maintain their vocal quality with all their moves. Because theirs very calisthenic.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much.
Who you say?
It's called practice.
Yes.
Yeah, it is called practice. That's how you get to Carnegie Hall. 19, Brett. Uh-oh. One of the greatest rock groups vocally there is. Queen. Now, this is the Bohemian
Rhapsody.
Oh, my God.
What you know about
the
this?
first time I heard that,
Just
couldn't
listen.
believe what I was hearing.
Yeah. The vocals. I mean, I'm like, how's a rock group doing this? This guy had to be classically trained.
But it had to open up a door
Yeah.
for rock
Absolutely.
music to come into something new. This is new.
Well, Queen was always ahead
Yes,
of their time.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
period.
Freddie Prince, right?
Freddie Cougar.
Freddie Cougar.
Not Cougar.
Freddie
Mercury. It's Freddie Mercury. I thought you was going to just correct me. It's Freddie Mercury.
He had a big old overbite, didn't he?
And a huge mustache.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Now you hear the ballad in this, but if we go to part 2, I think there's a part 2, Brett. Now watch how they get. It's 3 movements in this song. Okay, if you're into orchestra music, you notice 3 movements. Now I'm going to maybe the 3rd movement. See what they do here. Turn it up.
Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me.
Oh, go, Brittany. Brittany doing the headbanging. Go ahead, girl. All right.
I should have videotaped that.
I should have got this, man. She doing it. Now, hey, y'all, what movie? There's so many movies that have, but I think it was Schwing.
No, what's the other movie?
What is it?
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
But there was another movie.
There was another movie too.
Everybody's always watching it, so it's the annual thing that they watch it and they act out the movie. That song is in there.
I think I know what you're talking about. I vaguely know what you're talking about.
I can't think of
It's gonna come to you in a minute. Call me
Maybe
about
somebody
3
will know it on.
They'll know it on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, Brett. Let's go to the next one. I think it's 20. 21. All right, 21. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is same group. Another great rendition. Somebody to Love. And a lot of people don't know, these are the people who sang Another One Bites the Dust. And we thought they were black.
Right.
Yeah, we thought they were black.
And we are the champions.
We said, oh man, look at them. And we saw them on TV and said, no, they cannot be white.
I knew they were white.
I knew they were white.
Yeah. Go 22, Brett. Woo. James, I think this is Paul Johnson.
It is.
Paul Johnson vocal band.
When you turn misty blue, I have my eyes on you.
You know that there was on that album, the Paul Johnson vocal band, there was a limited edition because it was never released.
Really?
The album was never released, and there were limited editions that somehow hit the market. I remember one night, Mervyn Ward and I were talking on the phone.
Uh-huh.
He said, Jim, do you have that album by Paul Johnson? I said, yes, I do. He said, man, do you know there are very few of us that have that album? It's true.
Wow.
Very few.
Wow.
It was so limited.
Wow. Well, now we have a copy.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a great story. Let's go to 20 and 21. What were we? 22, Brett? 23. Cool. Woo. Moving right along. Okay. This is the great Eric Carmen. 1976. All by Myself. Y'all don't know nothing about this. You black folk y'all weren't allowed to listen to this. I did. I snuck in the back room.
Sure enough.
Turned on that Zenith TV with the...
I grew up with it.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah. Come on, man. This is All by Myself. Again, the influence of classical music during the 1970s called the singer-songwriter era. Oh, yeah. Some of the greatest songs were written in the 70s and then sampled all through the 80s and 90s. And I think originality after 1970s, you didn't see it that much. Mm-hmm. He don't want to be by himself. Now, Brett, go to part two of this song. He does what Queen does. He does like a two-part. Just two movements in this song here. He stops singing, and then he plays this interlude. Just so pretty. And this is 1970s, and it's like, people listening to this like, what happened? He went from this wonderful ballad to this wonderful ballad. And I think Richie, what's his name? The pianist from the Commodores,
Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie. Thank you. He did it on one of his songs, "Say You, Say Me."
Yeah.
Right, he sure did.
And then just stopped and went into this rock and roll thing, and folk that was on the dance floor got confused. I mean, but you see how beautiful this is?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is my kind of writing. Yeah. Okay, Brett, let's go on 24. I know we're about to hit the brakes in about a minute. Yes. Yeah. What's 24?
20. That was 24. 25 is Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Let's play that into
let's play Stevie Wonder. We're going to play Stevie Wonder right into the break. We're going to come right back. We're going to get a little sample of this one here, and then do our station break and come right back with the great James Palmore. Don't go nowhere, James.
I'm here.
All right, stay out the tunnel. Sir Walter Jones Show.
Good morning or evening, friend. Here's your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean the world's disaster, could change your joy and laughter to tears and pain. It's that love in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in evil plan to make you its possession, and it will if we let it destroy everybody. We all must take precautionary measures. If love and peace you treasure, then you'll hear me when I say, oh, oh.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Jonathan McReynolds, and you are now listening to the Sir Walter Jones Show. It's my guy.
Hey, guys, this is Leah J. Johnson, and you're listening to the Sir Walter Jones Show.
Okay, I'm going to do this right, okay? Hey, this is Tyrone Block, and you're listening to the Sir Walter Jones Show.
This is Larry Jones, a.k.a. Uncle Larry. And when I'm in Chicago, I listen to the Sir Walter Jones Show.
Oh, whoa, whoa, do that,
That was
man.
perfect. You just messed it up.
I didn't know it was coming.
That was perfect.
I didn't know it was coming. All right, I'm going to shut up.
The name of the game is Connect Four.
Gotcha. 4 cross. One more game.
Object, connect 4 of your checkers in a row while preventing your opponent from doing the same. But look out, your opponent can sneak up on you and win the game.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Connect 4, the vertical checkers game from Milton Bradley.
Raise your hand. You got it. Raise your hand. You know it. You feel confident, secure.
You got it. That Sure, secure, confident feeling. Because Sure's double-action formula fights wetness while it kills bacteria that cause odor. Be sure of both odor and wetness protection. Get Sure.
Confident, dry and secure. Raise your hand if you're sure. Raise your hand if you're sure.
The following show is paid programming and does not necessarily express the views and opinions of Urban Broadcast Media and its subsidiaries. Thank you for listening to UBM Praise.
Wednesday.
We're back, y'all. Man, it's gonna be. This is. I got tea in my system. I'm sweating bullets. I thought it was because I didn't have my nose, but it's the tea. It's a hot show. Got the great Jim and James. You know, notice I use his name interchangeably, Jim and James. If his name was William, you know what I would call him, right? Bill. You already know. He ain't corrected me just yet. Hey, Britt, we're going to, what, 25? Where we at? 26. All right. We ain't playing the lottery. Trust me. These are numbers I gave her. Okay. This right here is the great Beatles. Okay? Not them things that be flying in your backyard. This is the group. The White Album, they say, is the best album. Okay? Yeah, I read that. Here Comes the Sun. Great song. Very simple. Makes you reflect back on your youth. At least it makes me reflect. Some of y'all never heard of it, so I'm going to move on. But the Beatles, from Paul McCartney to, what's his name? What's the other? John Lennon. Yeah, Lennon. Those two wrote most of the songs, and they were genius songwriters. You know, then Paul went over to, what's the group with his wife? Wings. That group right there.
Oh, yeah.
Just some of the greatest hits.
Don't count on George Harrison now. He made his contribution.
George Harrison wrote some of their biggest
hits was George's.
A lot of people don't know about.
Oh, yeah. He did what I call the Hare Krishna song.
Right.
My Sweet Lord.
Phenomenal writer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he was. Let's go to the next Beatles, I think it was. This one here, I think is my favorite Beatles. It's simple. It's cute. Paul McCartney tune. It's called Blackbird. It's been redone 1,000,000 times by everybody. He was inspired to write this song while in Scotland as a reaction to racial tension escalating in America in the spring of 1968. I'll live, boy, then. Just a great song. So simple, so beautiful. Yes, I am the greatest nerd in Chicago. Let's go to what we have. 20 what? 28. 28. What's going on with 28?
It's after 27.
Jim, let's see if you can figure this out.
Andy Williams.
Andy.
Moon River. Oh, what a great song. And actually, this is the
Ray Conniff Singers.
Ray Conniff Singers. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Now, the Williams brothers
Mm-hmm.
were the Williams brothers and the Ames brothers were the precursors to the Osmond brothers.
Okay. All right.
The Williams brothers, Andy Williams had his show,
Right.
and the Williams brothers always sang.
Mhm.
The Osmond brothers grew up on the Andy Williams Christmas show.
Wow.
They learned how to sing harmony from the Williams brothers.
Wow.
That's good history.
Yeah, that's great history.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I got the right guy on the show. Britt, you know where we at? 29, right? Yes. Okay. Now, this is a very familiar, this is a TV show that came on. It's all letter. It's all numbers.
I remember this show because I like the theme.
Mm-hmm. You should know because you're a teacher. Yeah, aired.
What's the name of this show?
Yeah, 1969 through 1974. Written by the great movie composer Jerry Goldsmith. Now, Jerry Goldsmith also wrote Rambo, 1982. He wrote Alien, 1979. Total Recall, 1990. Chinatown, 1974. Platoon, 1979. Mulan, 1998.
Mulan.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I love
Yeah,
Mulan. That's some great music in
Oh,
Mulan.
yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. L.A.
Dominic Osmond
Confidential.
was killing in that.
Oh, it's a great movie. At least the music is. L.A. Confidential, 1997. Star Trek, the movie, 1979. Planet of the Apes, 1968. The Omen, which freaked me out, 1976. Basic Instinct, 1992. The Gremlins, 1984. The Mummy, 1999. Poltergeist, 1982. That's Jerry Goldsmith.
Mm.
You can't do nothing but give credit. Yeah, that's him. This is Room 222, by the way. Room 222. Now, I played that because it has such a familiarity to the
Yeah.
next song that's getting ready to come up.
Who can change the whole world with her smile?
Well, that's not the ones coming up, but that's the one.
Who can take a nothing day, suddenly make it all seem
You hear it, don't
worthwhile?
you? You hear it,
Yep.
don't you? Yeah, absolutely. Go to the next one. I think this is the Beatles again, but this is The Fool on the Hill. Okay? Paul McCartney, 1967, from the Magical Mystery Tour. Now you hear the flute in the background, and when they get to the solo, you can hear the same influence from Jerry Goldsmith's Room 222.
And he never gives an answer, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Well, on the way.
Now, Brett, we're going to this next one here. Before you play it, James.
I know you're going to play.
I came over to James' house one day. We were messing around with the keyboards. He handed me a CD from a group called Singers Unlimited. And this boy said, now, Walter, let me tell you something. He says, every song here is great. He says, but I need you to listen to Fool on the Hill. I said, okay, why? He says, I'm not going to explain it to you. You take it home and listen to it, and you call me. I went home and listened to this song, and I was amazed at the sound. And I did call him. I said, James, you'll never get this CD back ever again. And he never did get it back.
I never did.
This is 1971, y'all. Fool on the Hill by the great Singers Unlimited. Listen to them. Oh, my gosh. Listen to it.
Day after day, alone on a hill, the man with a foolish grin is keeping perfectly still. Nobody wants to know him. They can see that he's just a fool. And he never gives an answer. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world.
And you hear all the ambience behind her. They're just constantly surrounding her. Yeah. And I mean, look, the transitions. I mean, these are some Ed Showers chords, man. You know what I'm saying? Just straight Ed Shower chords. And you, a lot of the young people who are probably listening right now says, "What is this?"
This is where you get those drops and chords from.
This is where it comes from.
They were singing it, and somebody started playing it.
Absolutely. Yes, I heard Ed Showers playing in church one day, and I said, "This is he's playing Singers Unlimited music." And he probably didn't even know it. I mean,
no, he does.
Yeah, well,
because I asked him who he listened to when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and he said, "Get you some Oscar Peterson." And he started going out and listen a whole bunch of Get you some Oscar Peterson, man. Then you just to my you know how fast he talks.
Oh yeah, he does. He does.
So,
he talk like he play right and fast.
Oh my God,
the great Ed Showers.
We got to have him on the show.
We have to have him. I tagged him on the show. Now, Brett, because this thing is gonna go crazy. This fool on the hill is just crazy. Wait, right there. Okay, they're not at the end yet. I'm not going to do it. Stop it. Stop it. Because Jim is probably having an accident out there. Now, this next one here, what we have, Britt? 32. I'm moving real fast. I got like 68 songs, man. I'm only at 32. Let's see. Who is this?
You'll see.
Okay. I think this is Carlos. No? Yeah. Okay. Now, you should know who this is eventually, Alvin.
Oh, it's Whitfield. I mean, no. That's Tommy's.
That's right.
That's Tommy's. That's your pastor,
Carlos Moody.
Carlos Moody.
Carlos
A Miracle
Moody Jr.
from Miracle Live. In fact, that's the title cut of the album.
That's right. Now, he's had a wonderful testimony. That some years ago, a man from Milton Bronson's church, Tony Shelton, came to an annual choir anniversary at Carlos Moody's church.
Yep.
Before I was a member there, and he asked me, had I ever thought about Bronson's choir, the renowned Tommy's, and recording a song of mine. Carlos recalls. He says, I told him that I never thought about it. A few months later, he invited my choir to sing at a musical at Christ Tabernacle. He called it Christ Tea. And the people were blessed. After service, Tony told me that Pastor Bronson wanted to meet me. So Pastor Bronson told me how blessed he was by my choir's ministry and that Myrrh Records was dropping them from the label. He said the Tommys were doing their final project for the label and needed a major miracle for Myrrh to resign them. He asked me to write a song for the album, and the appropriate title of the song I wrote was Miracle, which became the title of the album. The album reached number 6 on the Billboard Gospel Album Chart, was nominated for a Grammy Award, and Myrrh executives were so happy with the LP sales that they re-signed the choir to a new contract. From that time on, the Tommys came back to Carlos for other hit songs, including one of Carlos's most recognized compositions, which I'm going to play next, by the way. Let's go to that one. What is that, 32?
That was just 32.
33. Can't go wrong with this one. This one was sang all over the world, and every language known to man, including the Egyptians.
He said it's praise and worship.
Yes, sir.
I remember when Carlos presented that at a musical with Mother Fluker on 113th Street.
Oh, yeah.
It was not recorded. That was in 1982.
Oh.
He hadn't recorded the song, and he brought it to a musical with the youth choir. And I pulled him aside afterwards. I said, this song alone put you on the map around the world.
Yes.
You didn't believe me then.
Yeah.
I said, this song is going to put you around the world.
Yeah, yeah. And then after that, he introduced it to LaVanya Whitley and the State Choir, First Jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And we did it, and I said, oh, my God, listen to this song. And then before you know it, we were turning on the radio, and the Tommies had it.
There it was. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Now, part B, let me go to part 2 of this song, where you can pretty much hear the masterful workings of Carlos Moody. He is an amazing choral arranger.
Yeah.
You can't do a show like this without mentioning his name. And he's an unsung hero. Although many know him, many don't know. Right here.
That's an augmentation of it.
Yeah.
Because this movement actually starts in B flat first.
That's right. That's right.
And then goes to E flat.
To E flat.
Yep.
Come on, man.
And they cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tommies cut it because of the length of the song. But it'll still get airplay. It'll got airplay with that movement in it.
Yeah, man. It every time you sing this song, it moves everybody. Britt, let's move on. Oh yeah, the power, ridiculous power. I think I got another one there because he also did Through God's Eyes.
Oh yeah, and before Through God's Eyes, that was You Didn't Give Up.
You didn't give up on me. You didn't give up on me. Oh yeah, and I think he wrote for UNAC 5, the Church of God in Christ. Pastor Carlos, if you could let me know, because I told him we was gonna play his stuff today. He's been texting me. But I got to move on. Yeah, I know. It's hard to move on. Hearing this stuff here, it's so hard. Britt, go to 35. I think it is, or 36. I don't know. 36. Okay, we catching up. Time be flying, man. I ain't got but 40 more minutes on the show. Okay. Who y'all think this is?
D. Lawrence.
John Lawrence. That's When Deliverance Takes Place. When the Saints. Another great choral writer. Yeah. Move on to the next one. Yeah. That would have been a good one. Yeah, we got it on here.
Speaking of Take 6.
Yeah, speaking of Take 6. This is the great Quincy Jones.
Yep.
Septembro is called, although we know it as a Brazilian wedding song.
Yep.
From the Back on the Block album. Yep. Yeah, 1989. Hey, what was you doing in 89, Jim?
What was I doing? Trying to get it together. In 89 was when Marriage and I recorded that special day.
Oh, wow.
That's the original recording.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's something. Well, this is Take 6, and I think George Benson does a little guitar solo. Pastor Carlos is texting me right now. Thank you, sir. He says, Jesus is my best friend. That was from the UNAC 5. That's right. And then Jesus We Worship. Jesus We Worship.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, sir.
That was a huge one.
Huge hit. Oh, man. I don't, without Carlos Moody, Percy Beatty, and Darius Brooks.
That was the great combination for era.
Man, for that era, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they
1, 4, 1, 5, and his one.
Yeah, exactly.
And every now and then you'll get Donald Alfred one.
Yeah, every now and then, yes. I'm just, and yeah, we mentioned his name. And Carlos Moody was the one who introduced a lot of these greats to
string arrangement,
plugging up the keyboard to MIDI, and we had depending if you had Cakewalk, Cubase. This was before Pro Tools.
Yeah,
we knew about
Logic,
Pro Tools and Logic. Yeah, we were doing Cakewalk and Cubase. I think it was one more.
GarageBand.
Oh yeah. Finale. Oh, absolutely. Percy was on this show, and he said it was Carlos Moody who introduced him to that.
The strings.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's an unsung hero. Let's go to the next one. Britt. See what this is. Oh, this is, again, Quincy Jones. Moody's Mood for Love. Brian McKnight, Take 6, Rochelle Farrell on the Q's Juke Junk. That's 1995, y'all. There I go. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm going to move on then. Move on, Brett. Number 20. I don't know where we at.
I don't know if you've heard it. I'm sure you heard it on Quincy Jones' We Be Doing It.
Okay. What, this song?
No, it's a cappella.
Oh, really?
That's Saida Garrett wrote.
Oh, wow.
Take 6, it's all a cappella. Take 6, Al Jarreau, Della Reese, Ella Fitzgerald, Bobby McFerrin.
Wow.
It was Sarah Vaughan. It was
amazing, huh?
Unbelievable.
Wow. I'm going to have to check that out. I have to rewind this tape so I can remember.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Brett, what's this? I think I know what this is. This is Quincy Jones again on the Body Heat album, 1994. See, it's good. You got to read your notes before you do a show, because just in case your notes explode. I have to put this stuff to memory. This is Everything Must Change. Nothing and something. I think George Benson redid it.
George Benson did it. He covered it.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name who wrote it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's on Quincy Jones' project. He may not have written it, but...
No, it's a different guy who wrote it. I
Sure.
can't think his name.
Sure. Okay, Britt, now we're going to a surprise here. Now, hey, before you play it, I think you, Ralph Carmichael. You know anything about him, James?
Oh, my God.
Ralph Carmichael.
Before you say anything.
Yeah.
1959, Ralph Carmichael recorded an all-acapella album that today would stand up to any acapella group.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with that. Ralph Carmichael from Quincy, Illinois, y'all, right up the street. Composer, arranger, both secular and popular. He's known as the father of contemporary Christian music. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Being regarded as one of the pioneers. Now you say, well, who is he? I don't know his stuff. All right? You do know his stuff. Matter of fact, hit that song, Britt. Now you're going to challenge me on this.
As far as the writer of this or arranger?
No, he ain't the writer. You know who the writer is.
Mel
Torme. Absolutely.
And he thought that was the crappiest song he ever wrote. Yep.
Now, this is the Christmas song.
Yes.
Okay. And it's Mel Torme, and it was written by Mel and Bob Wells in 1944, and was first recorded on the King Trio. But the song was recorded again in Stereophonic. But the orchestra you hear in the background was directed and arranged by Ralph Carmichael. Yeah. Just an amazing duet, triet. Just crazy.
I personally think that best vocalist that ever lived, as far as pure vocals, was Nat King Cole.
I believe
That's
that.
my opinion.
And he was a better piano player than he was a singer.
We said that last week.
That's how he got the name King from
Absolutely.
piano playing.
Absolutely. We did a great piano show. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a replay today. Britt, I hope there's nobody. I ain't got no show at 6:00. I know you'll be gone, but we're gonna do the replay of last week's piano show. I'm gonna steal that time. Let's go to the next one, Britt.
He didn't mean that.
I did mean it. Let's go to the next one here. I'm at 40, 41. I don't know where.
Y'all got bail money.
41. Okay, 41. Right quick. Listen to this. Whew. This is the Breath of Life Quartet. 19.
Well, you know what? They were never allowed to be played on Moody until the late 70s.
Really?
I met and know the arranger, Shelton Kilby, personally.
Wow. I have never heard the Ezekiel done like this. I mean, it's just crazy. And this was 1977.
They're the precursor to Take 6.
Yes, sir.
Because they're all 7 days in.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's why Moody wouldn't play
Yeah, because Take 6 is 7 days.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, why wouldn't Moody play this as he made that mention? But when he said that their denomination.
Oh, yeah.
They were real strict back then.
Oh, absolutely. Britt, let's skip 42. Let's go to 43. Okay. Yes, sir.
Before you do that, Shelton Kilby orchestrated Holy One.
Wow.
Really? See,
they buried the orchestration, and you barely hear it. It's there.
Wow,
it's there
at the vamp.
Yeah,
it's just so, for lack of a better term, clear. It is so unbelievable. Shelton orchestrated that album.
Didn't know that. That's the great Tremaine Hawkins.
Yeah, because in Holy One you think of Jermaine and then Daryl.
Daryl, yeah,
because he comes in the back. But
That's
that
right.
orchestration is there.
Yeah.
Wow.
When we did the Daryl Coley project. Was it last week or the week before?
About 3 weeks ago.
Okay, and we talked about his entrance into the world from a lot of our point of view because he had already done a few things with James Cleveland. But to give some honorable mentions before I go to this next song is you got Kirk Franklin, Walter and Edwin Hawkins, Clark Sisters, Thomas Whitfield, Dirk Coley. Now these are all the shows that you can go on Spreaker and find that we did. Okay, we did all these shows. Tremaine Hawkins. We did the Percy Beatty show, but we called it Have Church Choirs Died. So you have to type that in. Have Church Choirs Died. We did the Darius Brooks show. That show is called Minstrels Who Pastor. All right. And now Calvin Bridges, we didn't do a show for him just yet. It's coming. But if you go to the Ricky Grundy Effect, he's all over that show.
He's on several shows,
and he's on the Walter Hawkins Effect show as well. Calvin Bridges, crazy.
And he's a guest.
He's on about 3 or 4 shows.
He's been here about 4 or 5 times.
Absolutely.
Yes.
When I did the How to Write a Hit Song, he was on that show.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Robert E. Wooten. Okay, you got the Wooten. Come
that's
on.
where I came out of.
You see the Wooten Chorale. Oh, just great stuff.
I came out of the Wooten Choral Ensemble.
Yeah, the choral ensemble. You got Ludella Evans Reed, who, what can you say about her? Ira Stevenson. Believe it or not, Church of God in Christ.
He was the one that Sister Act 2 is modeled after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, this man's giving me all this history. I thought I knew it all. I don't know nothing now. I don't know nothing.
He finally admits it.
Yeah. Yeah. Britt, where we at? 4-3? Okay, 4-3. Let's see what's going on. Uh-oh. Take 6, y'all. If we ever need the Lord. 1988. When they came on the scene, I retired. It changed the game.
This was 88?
1988.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I remember buying this.
Mark Kibble, first tenor. Claude V. McKnight III, first tenor, and what's called a mouth trumpet. These are the parts.
Yes.
Now McKnight is Brian McKnight's older brother.
Because Brian was in it for a while.
Yes, he was.
And
Brian was never in Take 6.
No, he was never in Take 6. No, that was a rumor.
He said in an interview that he did a tour with them, singing with them for a while.
He was never
R&B.
signed with them.
Oh, as far as contractual.
Right. Yeah,
okay.
no. He never signed with them. And it was McKnight, Claude, who got the contract. And then just a couple months later, Brian McKnight got a contract.
Okay.
2 different labels, I believe it is. You got Alvin.
People don't know it, but before Take 6, Mervyn Warren had a group called Special Blend.
That's right, Special Blend. That's right, sir.
That was the genesis of Take 6.
Mm-hmm.
We did a show with them in Memphis in 84, 86. And they did, my group was there, they did If We Ever Need the Lord Before.
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad they had a curtain behind stage because I was running back and forth all night long.
Absolutely. They had a group under the name of Alliance at one time.
That was their name before they changed it to Take
Yes,
6.
and then because there was a group called Alliance, they had to change it. So you got David Thomas, second tenor, Joey Kibble, second tenor, Christian Dentley, baritone, and then the former members is Mervyn Warren, second tenor, and then Cedric Dent, baritone.
They all came out of the same college, didn't
Yeah,
I believe it?
Yeah. Oakwood University.
Oakwood.
Yeah. We're going to the next.
RT.
Okay, I don't see his name. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good stuff, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Keep your show going.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now watch these guys for the second album.
This one, yes.
Crazy. Listen to it.
Sound like an Ella Fitzgerald.
I know, man.
Yeah.
The bass singer is so...
Just a little ambiance, so yeah.
Classical.
And yep, classical, man. You see how they panned it to your right to your left ear? You got to watch out for those things. Britt, go to the next one. This one here is my favorite Take 6, I think, of all time. This is called Come Unto Me.
Thank you.
Yes, come on, man, Jam. You know. Yes.
This and Quiet Place.
This is the one. Quiet Place is nice. Quiet Place is really nice. This is 1990. I remember this song quite like it was yesterday because my son was born. I was on my way to the hospital listening to this this project. Jim Palmer, you got a song also by the same name, Come Unto Me.
Played it earlier.
Yeah, I sure did. Okay, Britt, let's go to the next one here. What we at, 46, 7? I can't keep up.
40, let me find 46.
Okay.
First we'll play 47. Is that
okay? I'm not sure why.
Because I can't find 46 right now.
Okay, 40.
I don't know if you did the numbers.
Okay, I might have messed up. That's
If you
fine.
ever get a chance to hear Take 6 do live, So Much to Say, it's phenomenal.
Oh, I believe that.
And it's recorded, too, because they did a live album in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I can see that being phenomenal, period.
Now, this right here, Richard Smallwood, Total Praise. Who directed the choir? I mean, the orchestra? Anybody know?
Take 6. What was the boy's name?
Mervyn.
Mervyn
Warren.
Yeah.
That's right, he did. That's right. He got somebody else after Mervyn.
He directed the choir.
Did.
Oh, absolutely. And you usually don't hear this part on the radio.
No, they don't play this part.
They don't play this part. But I play it right there in church. I don't play. The 46, I think Britt was from Whitney Houston.
Yes, I found it.
Okay. Who would imagine a king? Y'all need to pay attention to that song. Go ahead, please play it quickly if you can. This was written by Mervyn and Hilton Hill, 1996. The Preacher's Wife. Okay, move on, because I'm telling you, man, that's crazy. If I could just write like that. Go to the next Brit. Richard Smallwood does a song called Jesus, Lover of My Soul. Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire. I mean, he takes that Handel-esque song and put lyrics to it, and he keeps the piano going classical. It is the great song, the great concept. That Richard, man, I want to, when I see him again, I'm going to throw a shoe at him. Because that's Matty Moss did it to me. Why can't I do it to Richard?
Because he'll throw it back.
He sure will.
Mervyn's arrangement of His Eyes on the Sparrow.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Phenomenal.
It is. That is so true. Britt, go to the next one here. I think this was Straight No Chaser. Y'all never heard of them. It's not to drink, by the way. I know you have. But this was called Some Night. We Are Young. Britt, I don't know what number that is.
Well, I think that's 50 because 49 says Israel.
Oh, yeah. Don't play Israel because I don't have time. Because we'll all be on land prostrate on the ground. That was Alpha and Omega, by the way. Israel. Yeah. Matter of fact, I need to start skipping some songs because I'm already 20 minutes before I have to get out of here. So what's this? What number is this? 50. What's 51?
Chris Bodie.
Okay, 51 is Chris Bodie. Song called Hallelujah. Okay, I'm not gonna do that one. It's beautiful. I need a 2.5 hour show on Wednesday. Go to 52.
52 is also Straight with No Chaser.
Okay. All right, that does this Hallelujah thing. Again, if y'all want the files, y'all can hit me up. Email me, giftedfriends@aol.com. Let's go to the next one. Brett, this one here is a childhood favorite of all of us who live in Chicago especially. Hard Rock, Coco and Joe. 1951. The Garfield Goose Show. Y'all don't know nothing about WGN.
Oh, man, I love Hard Rock. Look at them vocals in the background.
See, we kids, we don't understand.
You played Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I mean, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
Oh, acapella.
Do you know what cartoon has the best?
Turn it down, Brett. What you say now?
Do you know what cartoon has the best vocals on it?
Susie Snowflake?
No.
What?
listen to the theme song from the Flintstones.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes.
You sure right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
I agree with that. Go to the next one, Brett. Susie Snowflake. Y'all gonna make me cry, but yeah, boy, it's my childhood. Lord have mercy.
If I'm not mistaken, those are very kind of singers. I believe they did.
It might
the
be.
majority of all the show folks harmony.
Well, you know, on another station, you hear all this stuff and the history behind all that stuff on the show called Those Were the Days.
Those were the days. That's right.
Yes, all that stuff, all this history is there.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. I think this is the original Swingle singers.
Oh,
you know anything about them?
And the King Singers.
Oh yeah, this is 1963. I think this is Bach's Prelude. It's a Ave Maria in a sense, really, pretty much what it is. But you guys can type that in online, the original Swingle Sisters. But let me hear Bobby McFerrin's rendition. Bobby McFerrin does Ave Maria
by himself.
By him. Now he had the audience to do the. Listen to him.
You can sing the Oy Vey Maria.
Oy vey.
The audience do the Gounod version, and then he does Bach's version, because there's two versions. The fact that the audience knew the lyrics just said something.
Well, your audience,
yeah,
who you are,
you
draw
know,
people,
see.
who, you know. So of course, music lovers are gonna go hear Bobby McFerrin. Let him come to town. I know about it. That's him doing all the do-do-do.
That's him. That's him, sir. And I played this at my concert with a young man who sang, what was it part? Mezzo
alto. Something mezzo, something. Contralto. I'm sorry, contralto. He hit them high notes, boy.
Oh yeah,
I saw why he had to change clothes.
Yeah. Let's skip that next one. Go to the next one here. I think this is Sounds of Blackness. You can't do a show without Sounds of Blackness. This one here is called I've Been Buked.
We did this too. Visions used to do it.
Yep.
Spirituals every year.
This is from Back to Africa project, I think it's called.
This is Chester Hairston.
Yeah. Wow.
This reminds me of what's the guy that was on A-Man. He played
Chester Hairston.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. Go to the next one. David Foster has written some of the great songs.
My God.
You can't go wrong with David Foster. This is one of his biggest hits called The Prayer. It was made famous by Celine Dion and Bocelli. Absolutely. Donnie McClurkin and Yolanda Adams do a great rendition of it as well. 1999, I believe it is.
I pray you'll be and watch us.
Okay. We're skipping. Britt, skip the next one. That's Andre Crouch. Tell Them. Can't go wrong with Andre Crouch.
My wife would worship you. You love Andre Crouch is her favorite artist of all time.
Okay, I'm going to give us something then. Let's play, not Tell Them, play the next one, Britt, called God Is On Our Side, which is on the last project, the Journey, I think it's called. Yeah.
I love
yes.
Yeah.
I love
This is my favorite song on that
song.
project.
Yes.
My number one song on this project.
2 songs before it, man. 3.
It's short, sweet, and to the point. Listen to this.
In fact, this album displayed his orchestration. Featured it that side of him more than any other project I've heard.
Yeah. This project summed up his life.
I haven't stopped listening to it since the day we recorded.
Alvin's trying to get me to play Kim
It's on that
Burrell.
album. And Take Six.
Take Six. Right. That is a great song, by the way.
is.
Yeah. What's track is that?
Five. Track number 5.
Yeah,
Yes.
he even know tracks. Wow.
Because the amazement of the arrangement is when they go a cappella and you don't know it until after in it already.
Yeah. I agree with that. And then let's go to the next one. This is called The Impossible Dream. Composed by Mitch Lay, written by lyrics by Joel Darian. This is from a Broadway play, 1965 musical, in a 1972 film called Man of La Mancha. La Mancha, yeah, starring Peter O'Toole.
Robert Goulet.
Yeah, was Peter O'Toole. And this, I've heard this song sang at several churches actually. The Impossible Dream.
With unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste.
Okay, Britt. Let's go to the Gaither Vocal Band.
Oh, yes.
You can't go wrong with these white folks up here. Of course, you got about 3 blacks is in there. Because you got a little Jesse Dixon in there. And then you might have, what's her name? Yeah. Now, this is I Stand Amazed. Listen to their vocals here when the choir comes in. Pay close attention.
How he could love me, a sinner condemned unclean.
Here.
That Celtic.
Yes.
Celtic flavor under the underbed.
Yes.
That's.
But hillbilly
Yes,
too.
sir.
Well, that's the Celtic.
That's-
Yeah.
Yes. The way to take your choir and bend that note like that takes skill. Mm-hmm.
But it takes singers that appreciate other genres of music to be able to do that stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, Britt, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the breakup song. Every Wednesday, what we used to do is the breakup song. We'll bring an artist in here, and we will take their song. If it's y'all paying attention, Alvin?
Yes.
We take this song. We'll take the original song and break it up, meaning we'll take pieces of it and find out what is it about that song that could be a hit or throw it in the trash. All right? Okay. But we're going to do it with a song that we all know, that we maybe y'all don't know, but this is the prelude or the overture to Handel's Messiah Soulful Celebration.
Okay.
All right. Now, Alvin, I'm leaving you this tour here, this job to find out the mood and the era of where he is in the song. Okay.
You talking?
Yeah.
Chronological era.
Yeah. Where is he?
Okay.
Is it? It's find out. This is what period is he in?
Okay. Period.
And the style. Okay.
Okay.
Britt, the breakup song. And let's see where we're going here. And Jim, you can help us out here.
Say it again.
You can help us out.
Oh,
You ain't heard.
phenomenal. This is phenomenal.
Yeah. Now I want you to let's piece this song together. This is how this project comes in.
African roots.
Yeah.
The drum is the mother of all music.
Mm-hmm.
It's the foundation of rhythm and pulse. It sets the heart to beat with the rhythm and the timing of. And now the flute. It's the wind.
And this sound like a soundtrack from the Roots from the 70s.
Yeah.
Actually,
Which was Quincy Jones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Quincy didn't do this.
No. He was trying to
make a correlation.
Now this is the first movement, and he's going to another movement. But let's see if he stays similar to the era.
Now he's going.
Slavery now.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Straight
but
slavery.
It's still with the African journey.
He's still there.
The African
Absolutely.
journey. So we went from motherland to captivity.
To maybe the Atlantic trade.
Yeah, Atlantic slave trade, yeah.
Shelton Kilby arranged that portion of it. His
Wow.
acapella portion.
Is that right?
Yes.
Y'all some historians. I don't know nothing. And every time you hear maybe a black exploitation movie, you'll hear somebody in the background saying, they always humming something
And
sad.
moan.
Okay, he's going to another movement here. It's a third movement.
Ah,
Yes.
The entrance of our
Yeah.
jazz journey.
Absolutely. It's rag. And
as music has freed us.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely rag.
hmm And I'm also hearing silent movie as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
Silent movies, ragtime was the predominant musical style.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what happened here?
Now it's the
Big
onto
band.
the big band jazz bebop.
Turn it up, Britt.
The big band, Duke Ellington.
Yes, sir. (1930s, 1940s). Next movement.
Got to come to church. Gospel. The gospel music.
When he ain't talking, turn it back up, Britt. 'Cause, see, I hear this stuff at home. You be turning it down. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here?
It's funk.
No, disco.
Contemporary disco.
It's disco. 1970s. Yeah, I hear soul and as well as what's going on here.
What do we call it? Smooth jazz?
It's smooth jazz or new age.
There's your new age.
Mm-hmm.
One of the members from Take 6 did that one.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it. That's straight take 6-esque. Paul Rogers says it sounds like Beat Street, the one before.
Beat Street.
Yeah, remember Beat Street?
Yeah.
Okay, going to the next era. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
New Jack Swing.
New Jack City.
New Jack Swing, they call that.
Yes, sir. What's going on here?
Techno gospel.
House. There's this house techno gospel. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And for the time that this project came out, this is as far as they could go. Because this is what 90s.
Yeah.
So they couldn't go no further. That's the genius of these composers, to be able to do that. And notice I went down the era. Now, classical music, again, we've been focusing on that. You got the medieval time, the Renaissance, then Baroque season, then classical era, then what's called the Romantic era, then the 20th century era, then the 21st century. And people hear Romantic era. It's really, romantic doesn't mean in love.
Right.
Romantic simply means Rome, Greece, Italy,
the Roman Empire.
It's that whole section. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know that.
Mervyn kept all of those songs in the original key that it was done on the original Hand of Messiah. Every one of those is the original key.
See, he gave an ode to that. That's a wonderful respect.
That's how you do it.
Yes, wonderful respect.
That's what it is.
And so you got some of the great composers, classical that is. You got I'm seeing here, of course, George Frederick Handel. You got Rachmaninoff. You got Tchaikovsky. Let's see. You got
Randall Thompson.
Mahler. You got Verdi. You have Brahms, Frank Liszt. You got Frederick Chopin, Robert Schumann. You got Franz Schubert. You got Richard Wagner. You
Franz
have
Peter Schubert.
You got Ludwig van Beethoven. And number 2 is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And the number 1 guy, they say, the greatest composer of music who ever lived, they say, is Johann Sebastian Bach. Absolutely. And great stuff. But right quick, before we run out of here, you guys can focus on this. It says 14 ways to turn your song ideas into a great arrangement. Number 1, learn from the experts. Listen to your favorite tracks and try to work out what is the arrangement that makes them work. You agree with that, Jim?
Yes. You learn from people who've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to arrange vocal music from learning how to listen to Take Six. That was not Take Six because I was before that. But from Andy Williams and from Ralph Carmichael,
Yes.
Paul Johnson vocal band, even the Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to sing unison by listening to the Letterman. They sang better unison than any group I've ever heard.
Wow.
Those 3 white boys sang unison better than anything. I learned from that.
Wow.
So if you want to learn how to do certain things, you have to learn how to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Number 2, be critical of your own work. Okay, don't just be satisfied with your stuff. You know, matter of fact, sometimes you have some people who you trust who can tell you that your breath stink. Okay, you let them hear some of your stuff. Okay, they'll tell you the truth. Now this ain't working. This bridge here, what's wrong with that? And I'm telling you, you are your worst critic.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, learn music theory. How important is that, Jim?
Very.
Yeah, I agree.
Very few people are blessed to be able to do that stuff without some deep knowledge of music theory. My wife gets on me all the time. She's right.
Yeah.
I never had a deep knowledge of musical theory, but I was blessed to be able to hear it and understand it. But I tell any musician today,
yes, sir,
learn how to read, you'll always work.
Absolutely, and you'll get the best jobs. I remember getting a job downtown playing my horn and or keyboard, I can't remember, for a band where they raised maybe $100 million that night. Okay, downtown. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting paid that night $50-$75. The guy right next to me was getting paid $400-$500.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we playing from the same chart. You know why he was getting more?
He could demand it. He could demand it.
He had the papers. He had the theory. I didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 4, try using vocals on their own. It says in a song, vocals are king. They're the focal point of the entire piece. So why not capitalize on this and start or end the song with just the vocals?
Right.
Number 5, use space wisely. That blank space in paperwork, they said that white space, use it wisely. Number 6, vary your choruses. Have different styles of choruses. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Number 7, avoid the clash. They're saying. Number 8, try unusual instruments. Unusual instruments. You'd be surprised how that song take another. Dimension. Use pad sounds. They say. Be aware of rhythm. Your rhythm can make or break you. I believe that. Beware of expectations. Make your intro count. To me, intros is number 1.
Yes, I agree.
Intros will determine whether they're going to turn you off or keep listening.
Yeah, to hook you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're doing a special in September. I should have played that song. Do you remember? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's Earth, Wind, Fire. Britt, play my outro. So I'm going to give you a lineup for September. As you know, we did the great piano players. Prior to that, we did a great somebody else. We did a great
organist.
We did a great Hammond organist. Then we did the great piano players. Today we did the great composers and vocal arrangers. And then we're going to do the great guitar players of our time, lead guitar or lead and acoustic. We're doing the great movie soundtracks. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, Doc, there's some movie soundtracks out there that still just blows your mind. The musicals as well, the MGM musicals, to the Disney. Oh, yeah, Fred, come on. You know my favorite. I can't give away yet. We're doing the greatest male vocalists of our time, okay? And then the following week, we're doing the great female vocalists of our time. We're doing the great bands of all time, okay? And then we're going to do the great gospel choir directors of our time.
Mm.
All right? The choir directors, believe it or not, we got some great ones out there. I ain't going to call the name just yet. And then we're going to do the great choirs, of course. And then we're going to do the great hymns of our day.
All of those are great.
Yeah, so we got shows from now until the next couple months, right? Wednesday is going to be hot, because it's going to be cold in Chicago. So I figured let's get some weather going here. So if you really interested in listening to some good music and education, tune into our show. We're definitely going to have the great Jim back. Hopefully one of these days we'll find out when his vacation is, so we can get him in the studio.
That was it. That's it.
Yeah. Jim, right quick, I got your projects here. I don't know if you got anything coming up anytime soon that we need to know about.
Well, no, I'm going to be trying to get something done within 2 major projects, hopefully within the next year and a half, 2 years.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to it. I definitely need to do something with you, collaborate.
We'll be working together.
Oh man, see, y'all heard that, right? Did y'all hear that? Yeah,
I heard it. He's gonna hire me.
And just a quick note, guys, if you never listened to this CD, go online, download Queen Latifah's The Dana Owens Story.
Wow.
Yeah, I listened to that.
Yeah.
It is the standard.
Wow.
What she did with that is just simply phenomenal.
Yeah, I heard about the project and I had not listened to it yet.
Oh, God.
And I know they got some mixed emotions about it. I actually believe she can sing because I saw her live.
And she can sing. She's better than 80% of the singers out here today.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
She can really sing.
Yeah.
That's the project, people on the radio. Go out and get Dana Owens' Story by Queen Latifah.
Awesome. Listen, you guys don't go nowhere. We're going to do a rebroadcast of last week's show, The Greatest Piano Players. If you missed it, don't go nowhere. We're going to play it right now. It's 4 hours, y'all, of the Sir Walter Jones Show on a Wednesday. Good stuff. I can't believe that I'm getting away with this. Yeah. All right. We're listening to the great Handel's Messiah Soulful Celebration. This is the Hallelujah Chorus. Can't go wrong with this one here. What a great way to end the show. Thank you, Brother Jim. Get home to that missus, okay?
Thank you. I am.
Give her a kiss from me and tell her thank you for lending you out. All right, brother.
All right, guys.
We'll see you. Bless you, too. All right. Adrian, thank you, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Got to have you back. And, Alvin.
Side-eyed.
Yeah. Love you guys. Brittany, I got $1 for you.
She know you broke, too. You from the Baroque era.
The Sir Walter Jones Show.
You've been listening to the Sir Walter Jones Radio Show, where he provides you with a biblical perspective for your everyday life. Stay connected to Sir Walter Jones by visiting him online at www.sirwalterjones.com or on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AskTheElder. Stay tuned until next time with the Sir Walter Jones Show with Sir Walter Jones.